Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I think we're going to do all of our ones from the Facebook Live now just to make it a little bit easier. And not to have as many technical difficulties, because that seems to be where we're having the issues. I'm going to give just a couple minutes to let some people get on. And while you're waiting, grab your oils, get some oils on. You know, because everything's better with a little oil, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I've got some peppermint. I'm going to put that on because, hello, peppermint is amazing, right? And I'm going to use some cypress. If you guys don't know, when you're chit-chatting and you're talking and your voice gets a little, you know, cypress is amazing. You can just take some, rub it on. Just helps you to be able to, you know, talk for hours and hours and hours on end, as Brian says that I tend to do, right? So I'm going to hopefully be able to chit chat and answer questions while we're talking. I'm not so good at that yet because the Facebook Live thing is new, but I thought it might be fun. Hi, Catherine. Hi, guys. Oh, my goodness. Everything's better with oils. Yes, it is. Absolutely. So I did some peppermint. I did cypress. And then I'm going to do wintergreen because it's wintergreen. This is truthfully one of my favorite oils. We go through a ton of wintergreen. So I just take my wintergreen and I like to put it on. Deep breathe and rub it anywhere I want because it's mine and I can do what I want with it, right? So let's see what else. And then a little deep relief. A little deep relief. So are you guys oiling up? Do you got your oils on so you can remember what we're talking about? Remember my deal. I don't mind teaching, but I want you to remember what I'm talking about, which means you got to get oily too because it helps our mind to think a little bit better. All right. So I don't know if you guys have noticed the last... might even be 4 weeks, might be the last month. Hi, Roseanne. We have not done our weekly webinars, and it's been for two different reasons. I ended up with a respiratory thing that just kicked my butt. My body was just for the breathing and coughing and my kids and all these different things, and it went through every single person in my family. And it took weeks before I could talk without coughing. So yeah, cedarwood. Oh my gosh. Do you know if I do cedarwood during the day, it makes me want to take a nap. I have gotten so used to putting it on right before bed to quiet my mind that it makes me think it's bedtime. Yeah, wintergreen's amazing for that. But anyways, so one of the things we're doing, the class that we're doing today is your 12 systems. What does your body need to be able to stay strong and healthy? Because the truth is, there's no way I should have been able to get a respiratory issue. I shouldn't have had all that going on, but I had let my body get so tired. Young Living had several different specials, so we stayed up till God only knows what time until, you know, to help people process some of their orders. And so I had like 3 days where I got just an itty bitty bit of sleep. And then we also had all kinds of events going on. And again, I wasn't sleeping. And for me, it just kicked my little butt out of that healthy zone because there's some basics that your body, Catherine, hi. There's some basics your body has to have. And if it doesn't have it, it can't work at its best. It can't be premium. We can't run full throttle nonstop and not think it's going to have some repercussions. So before we go into each individual system, I just want to do some overview because like there's things that your body has to have that we don't typically talk about, and one is water. Hello, water. Everybody take a drink right now. Grab your whatever. Water does a body good. You can't live without it. You can live without food for a while, right? You can go for quite a while without food. But water you have to have. Your cells don't function as well without water. They're dehydrated. They don't work like they're supposed to. And this is just plain up. This right here is stainless steel, not plastic, no chemicals. This is what I want to use. I even have a straw that is that way. And I can add my oils, my vitality oils, and I can drink them right out of there. But it's just plain water. And the only thing that counts as water is water. So stop the whole, I had a tea and I had a coffee and I brushed my teeth and there was some water there. No, you need half your body weight. You wish Dr. Pepper was water? Come on. Oh, diet Dr. Pepper. You're killing me. Oh my God. Don't even get me started on the dangers of diet things. That's a whole nother class. I truly believe the reason I ended up with MS was because I was drinking 2 liters of diet soda a day. That was my go-to. And I'm telling you, whoever's still doing the diet stuff, you need to kick the habit. It's an addiction. It needs to go. But water. You need water. Your kids need water. I fully believe, moms, listen to me. Listen hard. This is the truth. Part of the reason your kids are cranky, part of the reason your kids can't follow through, they don't remember, you have issues, is they're dehydrated. Their little bodies don't know how to express that to us. And because we don't acknowledge that and we're giving them other stuff and we're not helping their little bodies get water, they don't know how to process it. It's your job. Give your littles water, not your infants. They're doing the breast milk, that's fine. But your kids, they need water. And we have broken that thirst mechanism because our kids, think about every little toddler what do they walk around with? They got their little sippy cup, and they're constantly asking for drinks. And what do we put in there? We put a little bit of juice. We give them a little bit of milk. We put a little bit of juice. And then people go, but Shannon, I watered down my juice. It's okay. Listen, watered down juice is just watered down sugar. That's all it is. When they ask for water, it is their natural thirst mechanism functioning. So they're asking for a drink, you give them juice. They're asking for a drink, you give them juice. They're asking for a drink, and finally their body goes, yeah, that's not working. That's not what it is. So that mechanism stops and they stop asking. Think about it. By age 4 and 5, they're not asking all the time. So the only thing that counts as water is water. Not tea, not coffee, not anything. Let's stop nitpicking it and just half your body weight in ounces of water a day. I see so many great comments on people talking about what's happened to their life just adding the water in. And it's so true. Your teenagers, all of that. The one thing that we did here in our house is the only liquid. There's only three liquids that are ever in our house, ever. And it is water. You can drink water whenever you want. The second thing is that we have Ninja Red here, so they can drink their Ninja Red. They can even turn their Ninja Red into Ninja Lemonade. Juice some lemons, good old-fashioned lemons, and then they can add their Ninja Red to it. It makes like a punch, so they're allowed to do that. And then we have Sleek Tea, and that's it. There's nothing else. Do they eat other stuff or drink other stuff when they're out and about with their friends? I'm sure they do. But they're here more than they're anywhere else, so it just kind of helped with that. So water, and then real food. We can supplement it up, and we're going to talk about a lot of the supplements for each system, but your body requires, begs for. Oh, he only drinks Diet Coke. That hurts my heart. I'm telling you, there's so many studies. I think I might do just a Facebook Live just on the diet sodas because it was such an experience for me. But real food, you go out into the garden and you pick food, green stuff, yellow stuff, red stuff, orange stuff, fruits and vegetables. Your body needs real food. It needs real fats. I have an entire, if you go to my webinar, my YouTube page, good Lord. If you go to my page, there's one just on fats, and real fats, you have them because your body gets different nutrients out of each of those. And let's say you're sitting here and you're like, I don't like anything but corn and potatoes. Then I'm going to have you do a tiny stretch, right? So instead of doing the regular Idaho potatoes you get, I want you to make a little switch and do red potatoes and do yellow potatoes so I'm not asking you to step out of your category yet. I'm asking you to switch the kinds and switch where you're getting them from, because each one of them has different nutrients in it, and that soil has different nutrients in the soil itself. So there's different minerals, different profiles that you get out of it. So give yourself some real food a couple times a day. Give a little bit of, you guys are killing me with all this diet soda drink. Oh, I gotta stop saying you're killing me. That's not a good thing to say anyways. So Whole Foods, throw those in. You want a healthy, strong system, water, real food, and then movement. The worst thing that happened with being in a wheelchair and having people take care of me hurt my heart to begin with. It was pride issues, so many different things, and it's emotional being that way. But after getting out of the wheelchair, the difficulty in getting my body to move again, because those muscles atrophy, they just don't work the same. And when you look at my hiney, my thighs, there's still like indents from being in that wheelchair because it's so hard to gain that back. Movement is necessary for life. Anything that sits still ends up dying. It atrophies, and that's what was happening to my muscles. So learning to do stuff, even if it is little things like bouncing, stand up against your counter when you're doing the dishes and bounce, get that movement going. I, in the beginning, set a timer on my computer that would go off every hour on the hour, and I would get up, I would walk into my kitchen, through the living room, all the way back around and back in here, because that's all I could do. So do what you can do, and then just keep doing more. Movement is a non non-negotiable. Movement is what makes your muscles beat back, bounce back and forth. It's what gets your body utilizing the sugar that's in there. It's what gets your body moving. You got to get movement, just a few minutes a day, and then move on up. There's studies that say as little as 5 minutes a day makes a difference for depression. 5 minutes. Who is so busy you don't got 5 minutes? And it doesn't have to be 5 minutes at one time. This can be 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, and then move up to that 45 and move up to that. Just keep moving, keep pushing forward. And the same goes for our kids. Maybe, just maybe, part of the reason our kids are having so many problems is the lack of water we talked about, not getting real whole food because their little body needs it, and not getting to move. I mean, think about it. When you were little and you were in preschool and you were in kindergarten and you were in first grade, second grade, third grade, you had a ton of recesses. We got to get out and move. We got to climb. We got to go on top of the jungle gym.